Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Novia Andini, and today I will explain about types of variables based on their nature. What is variable? Variables are properties to be measured or observed whose value varies from one object to another and are measurable. There are two variables based on their nature. First is categorical and second is continuous. I will explain the categorical variables first. Categorical variables, also known as discrete variables or discontinuous variables. Categorical variables are variables that change whose nature is to distinguish or classify certain types. For example, gender, education, occupation, and etc. For example, for the gender variable, there are two different values, namely men and women. For convenience, different numbers are usually assigned. For example, 1 for men and 2 for women. Figures 1 and 2 in this sense do not indicate that the gender of women or 2 is greater than that of men or 1, but only to differentiate because the numbers placed are more as labels. This is nothing but a qualitative variable. Data from this type of variable is known as nominal data. In addition, the data included in this variable is integer data. An integer data or an integer number is a number that is not in fraction or decimal form. For example, the number of car sales in 2016 are 300 pieces. The data is always round, so there are no 2.5 cars. Next is continuous variables. Continuous variables are the result variables from calculation and measurement. Examples of the data for this variable are the number of true or false in a test, the score, ranking, height, weight, length, distance, and etc. The data may change or vary. In this variable, we rank it and place it in a continuous loop, placing people in rankings, for example, ranking first, second, third, and so on, based on certain criteria. But this doesn't explain exactly how much distance is between each of these ranks. Variables with this type of data are referred to as ordinal data. Measurement of ordinal data that describes the rank and numbers used indicates this. For example, ordinal data that is dichotomous, such as young and old in terms of age or health condition using sickness and health criteria. Then the numbers used can represent the rank. For example, young is 1 and old is 2, or sick is 1 and healthy is 2. So that the numbers used are more than just labels, but show different ratings and on the same continuum. Next, there are kinds of data in continuous variable. First, as I said before, is ordinal data. Ordinal data is sequential or ranked data. Each number has a level, both from the lowest value to the higher and vice versa. So the numbers given contain levels. It is used to sort objects from the lowest to the highest or vice versa. This, meas- uh, this measure doesn't give an absolute value to the object, but only gives it a rating. For example, the numbers of scale of like in questionnaire. 1 for totally not agree, 2 for not agree, 3 for natural, and 4 for agree, and 5 for very agree. The second is interval data. The type of range data that has been obtained from the arithmetic operation. This data has presents clear distance between each data. For example, one subject that has one SKS, we have 60 minutes. In another another subject, that has two SKS, we have 120 minutes, and so on. From the numbers, we know that the interval is 60 minutes. The last is ratio data. Ratio data is numbers in ratio uh, that are the ratio data are is numbers in ratio data are the real numbers and not only a symbol. The numbers of this data are show the real value of the object that we measure. If the number is 0, that means real 0. For example, Dimas has 10,000 rupiahs money. Chika has 20,000 rupiahs money. And Sita has 30,000 rupiahs money. If we see this in ratio size, that means Sita has 3 times more money than Dimas, and 3/2 times more money than Chika. Chika has 2 times more money than Dimas. In other words, ratio between Sita and Dimas is 3 to 1. Is 3 to 1. Sita and Chika is 3 to 2. 3 to 2. Chika and Dimas is 2 to 1. Okay, I think that's all from me, and thank you so much for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.